Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. I'm Rob,
I'm Mel.
and we're going to be doing our monthly-ish Q&A, our live Q&A, where you can just ask questions. We'll just chat casually here, and then we'll draw our winners for our Hexplore It Volume 4, Domain of Mirrors and Noctis, the game with the super short title, which is currently on GameFound. We'll announce the winners of 3 of those games. And thanks again to Jonathan over at Hexplore It for allowing us to give those away. If you're interested in entering the contest, it's still going on for about another hour. I should probably drop something in the chat for those who are here live. Over the next hour can enter still if you have not entered already. You just drop that in the live chat actually. One second. Boom. That should be good. But yeah, just drop the link in the live chat for those who are here and did not enter that contest and are interested in winning a copy of that game. Don't enter it if you're not going to get it and play it, all right? I'm just joking. Don't take it away from someone else. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, anyways, you can still enter, and around noon Eastern our time in about an hour, we'll do a live drawing, and we'll find out the 3 winners of that, and we'll go from there. But while we wait to get there, we'll just chat with you guys, take some questions, that kind of stuff. The old casual hangout kind of thing. Hello, everyone joining live. I just want to shout out to our, since our last stream in late March, our new patrons, or those who I guess have changed their tiers, are also showing up on my list, I see. But thank you to Chad, David, Doc, Jim, John, Jordan, Marduk, Osanon, hey Jennifer, hey if you're watching, Sebastian, and Yogi. And then our new members to the channel. So this is a new way to support the channel-ish that we've enabled the join button down below. It's through YouTube. So over the years, we've been doing Patreon for a long time. When we set up Patreon, people are asking another way to donate. So we do have a PayPal link if you would just want to donate and support the channel one-off. But some people like the subscription idea and kind of subscribe whenever they feel like it and cancel whatever. But some people don't like Patreon, and that's the thing. I've gotten messages about that over the years where people are like, I'd like to donate to you, but I don't like Patreon, I don't want to use it, or, you know, whatever. But YouTube now has a way to do it, and that is by clicking the join button down below. So thanks to Dragon, James, Drew, Janet, Shane, Tara, Brian, V, Jason, Mikael, Rick Worf, Mikael, and Brian, and Drazi Plays. Thank you for becoming new members to the channel over the last month and a bit. Thank you for supporting us. Both ways get you into, for those who don't know, both ways get you into the Patreon as producers. If you do the producer level on Patreon, get you into the Discord.
Yeah.
They get you into the Discord. Sorry, Discord. We have a private Discord for our producer tier supporters, backers, those who support the channel at the producer level over on Patreon. They have a private Discord that you can go chat in, and if you want in the Discord, the only reason I enabled the YouTube stuff is because I finally found that you are able to automatically get pulled into the Discord through supporting us on YouTube. So if you hit that join button down below, if you're interested, it'll give you all the details. You don't have to do it, but if you're just curious, you can hit it and it'll show you what I'm talking about. And yeah, so you don't have to do it through Patreon, or you know, if you want to support the channel anymore, you can also do it through YouTube just down below if you're already, you know, have an account, I guess, set up or whatever. So just throwing that out there, but thank you to everyone who's new to the family there supporting the channel. Thanks to everyone, of course, who supported us in the past, who currently support us, and those who support us in the future. You guys are all awesome. Thank you all. Thank you for helping us get the games on the channel and buying the equipment to keep doing this and that kind of stuff. We appreciate it. Okay, let's see. So that's all. I'm not going to ramble on about other junk. We can do that in the Q&A. So let's see if anyone has any questions. Let's see.
I don't think they really added their questions yet. I think they.
Well, no, I want questions now. Well, I see there's one from Brian who's asking evening all if we switch to Rob's gaming elevator. Yes, I picked nice smooth jazz music, nice elevator / coffee shop music for the intro there. Added a little more tracks there to get us all jazzed up. Let's see here. Everyone, hello, everybody. Basement, please. I asked Brian, what floor would you like to go to, sir? Since he thought it was an elevator, and he said, basement, please. That is usually where the gaming occurs. Yes.
Yep, usually.
Yeah, most game stores you go to, it's like, yeah, it's a dark, dreary basement. Okay, speaking of YouTube members, Jess Puff, thank you for
Thank you,
becoming
Jess.
a producer of Rob's Gaming Table by clicking that join button down below. Thank you for your support. We appreciate it so much. I'll get your
Thank
name in the
you.
credits eventually for hopefully tomorrow's stream. But thank you so much for supporting the
Thank you.
channel. Thank you, thank you. I'm kicking cables. Let's see here. Oh, let me try to get the whole popping questions thing going here. Another window. Bob's question. Oh,
There we go.
it worked. All right, let's move it a little bit. Good. All right. So Bob's asking, any update on the new games you were researching the rules for coming to stream soon? Everyone's asking like what I'm streaming next. I always get that. Like I started streaming one game and literally like I'm like 5 minutes into streaming another game and it's like, oh, what's the next game? Like, what the?
They're excited.
I took forever to learn this game and feel comfortable streaming it, and now you're like already saying, whatever. When's the next game? Or I hate when I'm streaming a game, I like finally build myself up. It's like, all right, got Cloudspire back to table, learned all the rules, got it done in the first stream. People are like, all right, when are you streaming this game? When's this game coming? You got to look at this game, play this game. It's like, I know you guys aren't interested in the current game I'm playing, obviously, who are saying this. But yeah, there's a pile of games I have upstairs that I'm looking to play. Some that are like not surprising. I still need to play, which I talked about already, is Spirit Island with some Jagged Earth stuff, solo-wise, but also want to play co-op with Mel still. There are other games I purchased. There's stuff up there I just don't want to talk about right now and announce it really because A, I haven't opened it. B, I don't know how long it's going to take to learn or play or any of that kind of stuff. Should I be playing it solo? Should I be playing it with Mel? Should I wait for other players? So I got to look through that stuff and kind of prioritize. But have some ideas, but it's usually like Monday. I kind of take Monday to kind of like go look at the pile and pick a couple things, crack them open, start looking at them. I have some ideas. There's most likely some games, but I just don't want to say it, and then I don't stream it right away. And people are always asking, like, what the hell? Where'd that game go?
Yeah, and then it puts pressure.
Yeah, it does. It does. And then I feel like, oh, I don't feel like doing this game anymore because it doesn't fit the time. And then, yeah, it's just jump. But anyways, short answer is,
Stay tuned to find out.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We just got some other games too. I just ordered some games. Like I just ordered Dune Imperium. We talked about wanting that before. It's just started to show up in stock again in Canada in the second like reprint wave or whatever. So I just pre-ordered that or ordered it. Hopefully it comes in the next couple of weeks. I might just jam that in early and play that. I want to try that a bit. Yeah. Yeah, there's some other stuff. I got some stuff like some games that went on sale and things that I just got to look at and get to the table. We'll see. But I've added a bunch of games to the collection. I'm using the money from the supporters and the producers, and I've definitely been placing board game orders, and a lot of them are games you guys have recommended in the past that you've wanted on the channel. So I'm sure people will be happy at most of these games. But anyways, all right. Oh, well, Jim's asking, Rob, could you create a trade/sale channel on that Discord? Okay. I assume games, not like drugs and stuff, I hope, but you're not specific, so who knows what you're trying to sell in there. I don't want exotic animals being sold on the Discord. I don't think that's allowed to be happening. So no Tiger Kings selling exotic animals in there, right? But yeah, I can do that.
We can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Mel, can you note that down
Yep.
so I remember later? Billy's saying the Cloudspire streams have been really fun. A good looking lifestyle game. Yeah, the Cloudspire is definitely that kind of game. It's definitely you don't just kind of like try Cloudspire. You're spending that much money on that game. You got to get into that game. You got to put the hours in, and the deeper you get into it, the more crazy and rewarding it is. But yeah, don't buy it if you're just like, I think it looks okay. No. You got to rough yourself through the rules and memorizing all the skills and stuff. But it'll be worth it. Thank you, Jess. Jess says, love you guys.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you so much, Jess. John says, that's why we asked you to play again and again. We love you people.
Oh, we
That's
love
so
all of
nice.
you as
Yes, yes,
well.
yes.
Thank you.
I know, I know. There's so many games. It stresses me out. But I'll play more stuff. We'll get to it. Ah, Brian, good question. I did want to talk about this today. I
Yeah.
forgot to bring it up, but
Something we've been
yeah.
talking about.
Yeah. There is something I want to bring up. Let me see if I can get it on the screen. Oh, Gen Con. I know, Brian, Gen Con is probably not what you're asking about, but in general, that's the big one here. Which one was it? There was a blog update. I think it was a blog update from Gen Con. I'm just looking. Yes, I think it's this one. All right, let's see. Let's bring it up and discuss this quickly here. This is something I did want to talk about. I was thinking about it yesterday, and I forgot to bring it up here. All right, for those that are curious. For those who care about Gen Con, and Gen Con is like the biggest North American tabletop gaming convention, so I'm sure this will relate to other ones that are also happening around the time in September, to see kind of how it's going. They've been giving like health and status updates kind of thing. I can't hear. They just do. All right, so this is the blog post on the Gen Con blog news, whatever, from April 21st. They've been doing these like monthly, I think. So it says, friends of Gen Con, as summer approaches, more and more of us are starting to look ahead to the fall. We're hearing many questions about Gen Con 2020, how it will look, basically, and hope hears your answers, blah, blah, blah. Anyways. Key detail to keep in mind as you read this, we're planning for something months ahead while the reality of our world is changing on a daily basis. Our guidance for these plans come from a combination of county, state, and federal guidelines, both where things currently stand and where they may be in a few months' time. These plans can and probably will change as we get closer to the fall. So here's what they know. Vaccines are rolling out now at an unprecedented rate. So this is in the U.S. And these guys are from Seattle, where the company's based, but they host Gen Con in Indianapolis, Indiana. Vaccines are rolling out at an unprecedented rate. Our full-time, year-round staff is mostly fully vaccinated. We're encouraging everyone to get vaccinated as soon as possible. And this stuff here, they keep saying this. This is why I keep talking about vaccinations on the channel. I'm sure that's why you guys always ask me, Rob, do you get vaccinated? Because I know it's going to be the difference between me going to conventions or not. It's most likely. Like, I have a feeling they might lock it down to say you can't even go, can't even get in unless you're vaccinated. So but yeah, they're saying do it as soon as possible. So they're obviously getting word from governments and stuff that that do that. Similarly, the state of Indiana is rolling out vaccines on par with the rest of the country. All Indiana residents over the age of 16 are now eligible to get vaccinated. We believe every attendee who wants to arrive at Gen Con fully vaccinated will be able to do so, or will have the ability to do so. The Indiana Convention Center will host the majority of Gen Con events and has added $7 million in safety upgrades, has instituted new protocols for cleaning and sanitization, installed new hospital-grade air filtration, and is currently enforcing one-way traffic lanes in all hallways and common areas. In addition, there is currently a mask requirement for all indoor spaces. Because of our move to September, we'll likely not have Lucas Oil Stadium as part of our venue, which would be a super cool. It's like I don't know if you've been there or not, but they get the NFL football stadium that's literally next door. It's connected by underground tunnels where you can just literally cross the street to get into it. But they get the whole football field is basically they put like a wooden floor over it, and then they throw out tables and they have a little pop-up museum there before. And they run events there and just open gaming and all this kind of stuff. I think that's where they moved the library now. But it's just this giant open area, and it's just huge football stadium. It's crazy. And you're just playing board games, and it's like you got the stadium lights on you and everything. It's really cool. But it kind of sucks they probably won't have it because I guess football season would have started. So that probably means they don't have the parking either.
Oh.
That means the mall parking is going to be horrible. Yep. Yep. So it's going to shrink the current footprint and will limit total attendance accordingly. More on that in a bit. There have already been and will continue to be many events hosted in Indianapolis for us to learn from, including Jam Fest, Super Cheer Nationals, and the NCAA this past March. Over the coming months, the city will be hosting over 100 different conventions and events, some with attendees ranging in the tens of thousands. And we'll be working hand in hand with the city to make sure we take the best practices as we approach. So they're going to have lots of conventions there ahead of time before Gen Con even gets to go. So they're going to figure out if like outbreaks happen or something bad happens. They'll know, and it will kind of ruin it maybe for later. But at least, you know, these guinea pigs can figure it out first before Gen Con goes. The problem is they have to like announce stuff and figure out who can buy badges and all that stuff way ahead of time.
Yeah.
Book hotels and stuff. And then it says what we're planning today. As of this date, mid-April, we're planning an attendance cap of 30 grand to 40 grand for Gen Con Indy, which is roughly half of our normal convention size. Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, because they usually have like mid to high 60s. We are expanding the allotment of square footage per attendee in order to provide more overall space for everyone as well. Of course, it will be incumbent upon all attendees to avoid clustering and maintaining a reasonable social distance from each other, but we're committed to enabling as many people as possible to find room to enjoy Gen Con safely. We're planning to close the convention center each night to allow thorough cleaning and disinfection protocols. This means, and this is kind of sad, there'll be no 24-hour gaming. And that's like a big thing at Gen Con.
Yeah.
Like, you can be just walking around 4 in the morning and joining some rando's game. They need a 5th player, and you can just like play with them all night. It's really cool, and they have like events going all night and stuff too. But not anymore. That's kind of hurts. I'm sure a lot of people will probably be really upset about that. But I mean, it's the trade-off.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you might not have a convention without doing that. We are planning on a timed entry and other crowd control measures for the exhibit hall, which is typically the most crowded area in our venue. We are working closely with our exhibiting partners on ways to avoid crowds, including first come first serve exclusives. No first come. This right here. This one line. So ways to avoid crowds, and they're trying to tell publishers no first come first serve exclusives. So that means companies not bringing like, you know, 500 copies of their newest hot release, you know, a month early. That's like the main reason I've ever gone to Gen Con. That's like my driving force for going there, is coming back with some goodies early. It always feels so cool to see the new games ahead of time. Like, you can still see them. I'm sure they'll demo them and have them there. But now they're saying like, don't have it unless you have a ton of it, probably, where it's not limited. But then everything's limited because you're traveling to a convention. You can only put so many games on a truck. I don't know. Like, what do companies do? Does this scare publishers away from even going? If they can't sell a whole bunch of games and they only have their older stuff there, that's not, you know, exclusive or anything, or stuff that's already out, that recently came out, maybe, does that make people not care to go? Then does that make the publisher go, if I'm not going there and paying high booth costs, going to this convention, and nobody's coming to my booth because I don't have any reason for them to come to my booth, and they're not buying a lot of stuff, I'm not making any money, you know, maybe the marketing isn't really worth it, but who knows? No running, crowding, or excessive lines will be tolerated. And they're planning on spreading game tables apart more than usual. Masks are currently required at the convention center and surrounding hotels. We plan to require masks at all times. Now, this one's sad. I understand requiring masks. I'm all for it. It makes sense. Even if we're all vaccinated, it makes sense, the whole mask thing. You never know whose vaccine is, like, you know, keeping them safe or not. And it just helps not spread regular con crud.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
The only downside is, I go to Gen Con, I love the whole face-to-face of it. I love meeting people in person. I love playing tournaments, talking to my opponent across the table, seeing their facial reactions. I love meeting publishers and stuff, talking to people at these companies, like, in person, like, seeing their face. And that's one thing I struggle with now. I'd say it to Mel all the time. Just going to the store, and I'm, like, trying to buy stuff and, you know, talk to people, like, ask for, you know, where's this, where's that? And I'm looking at eyeballs. I'm just talking to eyeballs all day. And it's like, I don't know their reaction. They don't know I'm joking. I talk sarcastically and joke all the time. And I have no grin for them to feed off of, right? So meeting you guys, I want to see your faces. But I go down there, I'm just going to like, oh, I met, you know, John, this guy. That was the guy in the blue mask. Oh, yeah, I remember John with the blue mask. Oh, yeah, the blue mask guy. Okay, yeah. So this is all silly. It bugs me. So two of the main reasons I like to go to meet people and discuss and see face-to-face and play face-to-face, and get the new exclusive hotness goodie stuff and walk quickly for those exclusive games are both probably not going to happen. So do I want to go to Gen Con anymore?
We planned that out ahead of time where walks one way
Oh,
and
yeah.
I walk one way
We
to
have-
try to get
Yep,
what
we have the
want.
floor map. We draw on the
Yeah.
floor map, have a plan who's going where, and we're with more people. Everyone's got like a booth they got to go to try to get things, and the next
Yeah.
day we switch and stuff. Yeah. So that's it. They're still gonna have the block party outside, but they're gonna have more room to enjoy food and drink from the food trucks. That's kind of cool. We can all
Yeah.
meet outside.
Yeah. And September would be nice
But look,
there, I'm
it
sure.
says masks will not be required outdoors at those areas.
Oh.
So because they'll have them very spaced apart, I guess. So
Oh, okay.
I'm okay with that. If I'm vaccinated, I'm gonna be like a little more lax with it. But yeah, I guess we could meet by the food trucks and go chill and have a bite. But if we're inside at the gaming hall trying to play a game together, we have to have a mask on and we can't play late. So the problem is, I like to be in the dealer hall the whole time the dealer hall is open,
Yeah.
meeting publishers, checking out game demos, grabbing new games, whatever, seeing what's out there, finding new publisher I've never heard of before. And then when the dealer hall closes, how long is the game hall open after that?
Yeah, they haven't announced any of that yet.
Does that close at 9 p.m., which is only a couple hours after the dealer hall closes? So are we going to be able to meet and game with you guys? I don't know. This is all crazy talk. I don't know. But anyways, I don't even know if I can get across the border to even go to this.
That's our first issue.
Yeah, and they're still uncertain. Will they need proof of vaccines? Will there be required social distancing? They're not sure. But anyone who wants to read this whole thing, this is what's going on right now. They'll keep updating it as it gets closer, but we don't know when we're buying badges yet. If so, I don't even know if we're even going to be able to get badges. I don't know if they're even press badges, which I sometimes can get to go there as press. And yeah, I don't know if hotels will be easy to get, will be super expensive. I don't know what the deal is. Because if other things are happening at the same time there because they changed it to a weekend, that's also crazy. That means parking and hotels would be harder to get. And I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But then less people are going. So does that mean less publishers go? Because there's less people to put your games in front of? So when Gen Con starts reducing in attendance, that I'm sure reduces in the amount of publishers that are going to go and what they bring and that kind of stuff. So I don't know.
But it's something that we discuss regularly.
Yeah. So there you go, Brian. I hope that answers your question. That's my short answer to your question.
It's something he's passionate about, so.
Yeah. Stressing me out, man. Stressing me out.
Yeah.
But like I might be going a second year without going to conventions, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Yogi's asking, when is Rob's painting table? I think Rob's painting table ended in kindergarten. That's the last time Rob really painted anything of value that you'd be willing to see. My good old finger paints and stuff, but that's what my new painting will look like. I don't know. I may do that at some point. Just hang out and paint. You guys teach me how to paint because we have too many minis to paint.
They're very knowledgeable. I know. I'm so sorry.
But yeah. Some of the games I want to play, I can't play because they're not painted yet. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, that limits the selection too. There's games I've wanted to play that are just not playable yet because I primed them and I don't want to play with just primed minis. So
I know. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
I've
No,
been
your work's busy.
super
It's all
busy
good.
again.
Yep, it's all
but
good.
everything should be good now because the project pretty much ended on Friday.
Daniel's asking, what do you think about doing a co-op play of One Deck Dungeon with Mel? That's totally
it
possible. No, it's
okay.
it's like it's
I
a
guess
solo
co-op.
game. It's a solo game.
But you can
you can play co-op, but
it's
it's one of those ones where it's basically like you're playing solo, but like you just divide everything in half, and now that's 2-player.
Yeah.
It's like it's fine. We can play that definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I still have the Forest one. I haven't even like opened and integrated yet, so I do want to play that still. It's in my to-play file. What the heck? Brian says, just saw your channel mentioned by Adam Carlson, ETG Biggie. Never heard of Adam. I have no idea.
No, he wasn't in the stream.
He definitely wasn't in our chat yesterday saying nice things. On Facebook, he's currently watching your Age of Tyranny campaign. Uh-oh. Going with Justin or the one with the 3-player one or the solo one? But yeah, that was fun. Yeah, he's crazy. He's crazy. Every time I post something in one of the Chip Theory groups, he's always like, gonna get my popcorn ready. And sometimes he shows up and watches. And yeah, so Adam's really cool. Adam's really cool. I like Adam a lot.
That's cool though.
Yeah. Yeah, I started looking at the merch thing.
Oh yeah.
So when do we get merch, says Brian. Cynthia wants to know. I'm just being her PA right now. Personal assistant. Nice.
There's similar question. There's similar. There is a similar question a little bit later that you haven't gone to,
Okay.
relating to this, where Bob is talking about maybe some Rob's Gaming Table mask merch would be good for con.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So it's kind of like related.
Yeah, I
but
started looking
yes.
at the merch stuff when I said that week. I spent some days looking at it and
Yeah.
then realized you can there's some different services that are supported by YouTube and I can put them like right on the page, like down below. There can be a merch section. That's when I started seeing the join button again. I started looking into that and created the whole membership thing. So, like a distracted little guy here, I started looking at the merch and then instantly was like, wait, the membership stuff. I forgot I should do that now. So I took all the time, started dedicating to that, and then just never went back to the merch. But yeah, I do need to do that. I think
Yeah.
about it like once a week, and I'm like,
Or when someone brings it out.
no, or when I want a nice Rob's Gaming Table mug beside me while I'm streaming, I can pull it up with the Rob's Gaming Table logo like everybody else does.
Yeah, especially because we always have drinks and
Yeah.
coffee and tea and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Anyways, but yes, I need to do it. I
Yeah.
need to do it. Do it. I know. Soon. Trademark.
Okay, I noted it down.
Yes, please. Please, please.
Maybe we can do it together.
Let's see. Bob says $7 million of upgrades. I hope $6 million of that is spent on upgrading the toilet facilities. Gen Con toilet conditions by day 3 are legendary. Yes, Bob. I love going there the first day, like before the con really starts, or I guess con has kind of started.
But no one's really there yet.
I've been in the convention center the night even before it starts. Like we've gone down like a couple days early, and yeah, it's like you go in and you're like, it's like going to like a convention for work or a real convention with adults and people acting like adults. I think, but you go in those washrooms and it's like just so nice. Everything smells great. It's all super clean. And then yeah, the first day it's still okay. You're going in it and you're like, okay, it's not bad, not bad. But yeah, you see the people around. There's the staff of the convention center everywhere. They're cleaning. They're all around. But they kind of go in the washroom. They change the paper towels. They change the soap. And then they kind of like, it's so busy. There's so many people lined up and it's crazy that they just go, I'll just come back later. And because the convention is 24 hours, it's like they don't go in at the night and clean. At least they should go in at night. You figure they could close the washroom at night because there's so many of them. But it feels like they just get overwhelmed. Like they can't keep up with the 24/7 of people just destroying the bathrooms. But yeah, they get disgusting. There's a couple I don't want to mention that are in different areas of the convention center. Yeah, that are more clean, even later in the convention. That yeah, I go to use later. That are a little more safe. Also, going into some of the hotels are a little better too later in the convention.
I have to admit it. Maybe it's just because there's less women than men. Just generally at the convention, the women's bathrooms are not that bad.
Oh, okay.
So
okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna bring a wig and slide my way on in when
and there's never any lines, so I mean,
just sneak on in there and hide in the stall and take my time in this nice clean bathroom.
Yep.
John saying, can you ask Hexplore It about the next volume? They'll definitely tell you. No comment. No comment.
They may tell us, but we may not be able to tell you.
No comment. No comment. And about the mask thing, I think Daniel's saying, I know what you mean, Rob. I love sarcasm too. It's already not easy to know when I'm not serious. The mask really doesn't help with that. And that's exactly it.
That is him, 100%.
Yep, that's it.
Super sarcastic.
Yeah, I'm sure I've ticked a few people off going with my mask on, making a joke to somebody trying to, lighten up their day while they're stressed at work, and I probably offended them, or they probably thought I was being an ass. That's like, you can't see me grinning right now. This is driving me nuts.
I remember when you met people in my family and you'd be sarcastic with them and I'd have to say he's just joking.
Yeah.
He's just joking, everyone.
Whatever. Whatever.
I wonder if people on here also think that you're serious sometimes.
I don't know. I try to laugh after more and stuff if it's not obvious. I'm sure could have
Maybe
double the subscribers if I didn't be sarcastic, but
Well, Bob and Dan
sure.
are still here, so they know you're sarcastic.
Yeah. Takes one to know one. But yeah, I'm sure there's people tune in and be like, this guy's an ass. I'm out. It's like, oh well.
Yeah.
Oh well. Bob says, I look at mask wearing as a chance to enhance and promote your personality.
Mm.
I don't see it as a barrier to communications. Maybe some natty. Oh, okay, that's what
Yeah,
the merch
this
you're
is
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the RGT mask. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Or just a mask with a big smile on it and says, like, I'm joking.
Well, have you seen the ones that are like faces? So people wear
Yeah,
them and it
yeah.
looks like faces, and people are like, you need to wear a mask, you need to wear a mask. Like, put your mask on, and then they take it off, and it.
Brian S is asking, no dad jokes yet, but anyways, have you backed any games recently? If so, which and why? What do we back? I backed the Root.
Yep.
I backed the Root expansions or whatever, the new solo expansion, and then the other factions or whatever they were adding. I love Root. I don't even have all the existing expansions yet. I still don't have the Underground one or Underworld or whatever. But from what I've played of Root, I love Root. It fits my gaming group okay. I haven't even tried the solo stuff, I don't think.
No, because I feel like we got into Root right before the lockdowns happened.
Yeah.
We started playing, we played with Nick and Ashley, we played with Justin Kyle, and then all of a sudden they were like, oh, nobody can come over anymore.
Cohen sent us that deck,
Yeah.
and I want to play with that new deck and stuff. And we were playing with family, like off stream and everything. Like everybody we played it with was like, this Root is awesome, and we're just trying different factions. We were going like every single Friday to a family member's house, and we are playing like 4-player every week for weeks and weeks in a row. We were like in love with Root, so obsessed. It was great because we were late to the party on it. And I was just loving even the base game alone. I was still playing it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to play more. So when I saw they're doing a Kickstarter, I checked the prices versus waiting to retail, shipping, all that stuff. It didn't seem too bad. So I decided to just get like the basic gameplay stuff and the couple expansions and whatever. And yeah, so I backed that. Before that, I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Lately, I don't know. A lot of the things you guys have shown us to look at, I just kind of look at it and go, nah. Like there was that one game you guys were like, you need to check this game out. I was like a boss battler. And I was like, no, Kickstarter exclusive, no thanks. And then they canceled that Kickstarter.
Oh, yeah.
To relaunch it in the future. Like nobody was interested in it. So my first impressions were correct on that one. But yeah, no, not much. I've been just ordering games through retail and stuff. Really, that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm waiting. My next one is that I want to back. Is the Chip Theory games, Hoplomachus like reboot, second edition, and that Victorium solo content. That's the next one I'm very interested in.
I think that's on the 11th, so that's soon.
Yeah, May the 11th.
Yeah.
So that's the next one I care about, honestly. But again, I don't follow them every day. I only really look at ones you guys send me. I don't log into Kickstarter ever unless somebody tells me to. I don't watch any channels that kind of tell me about Kickstarter stuff. Yeah, I probably should, but yeah. I sometimes go on to Kick Track, I think is the website it's called, and just see like what's kind of like having lots of traction. And if there's any board games in there, I just kind of click to them and take a quick look sometimes, just to see. But sometimes I'm like too late. It's like, oh, okay, it closes in a couple days. I don't care to look into it, whatever. If anything's that great, I'll just get it later at retail. So, yeah. Kickstarter is a way to just eat through my funds quickly. And yeah, I just have so many other games to play too. I'm not looking at too many games to throw in the collection right now anyway. Especially ones that I'm like investing in that won't show up for like years maybe.
Yeah.
But if there's anything crazy, like let me know, especially those in the Discord, like mention to me if something looks like, you know, it might be up my alley. I need to get in that Kickstarter one more and kind of look through, but yeah. That's all I know. I'm excited for Oldstone to come, Frosthaven to come. I know these keep getting like kind of pushed back, but Frosthaven said that in the last update, Isaac said that he should have files going to the printer by end of May. So, and everything seems to be on schedule, and all that's left is small tweaks.
Good.
So, I don't know. Hopefully Frosthaven comes sooner rather than later. Oh, Daniel's saying for one deck dungeon, you could try to adapt, use 4-player rules. Give some actual meaningful choice to take as a group. I'll look at it. I'll look into it later, but Not a priority game right now for sure, but it is a lighter one that I can teach you and we can play like really quickly. It's
Like on a weekday?
yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't take that long, I don't think. And Robert's Kane saying, you guys, will you guys try out a combo game of 2 of the first 2 versions of Hexplore It series? I want to do
We
that.
want to do that, yeah.
We should. We should.
Yeah, we should.
At some point. I just can't say yes for sure, but it's something I want to do.
Yeah.
But there's just other things I want to prioritize over that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it is something that's in the back of our heads for sure.
Yeah, it'd be so epic.
Yeah.
Assuming it fits on our table, we can do it. But it's fun. I like that exists, that you can do that. I just mean a work convention, Cynthia, with real adults. Like when you go, yeah. But I guess once the drinks and stuff come out later, everyone's acting like adults. But when there's business involved, like real business, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I've been to some real conventions where you're like dressed in a suit and you got to be professional and stuff. Most of it. Yeah. But Gen Con's not one of those. Sorry, guys. Just looking through the conversations and the questions, see if anything. Chris is asking, do you ever do European conventions? Not yet, but it is something I want to do. It's on my bucket list.
Yep,
I want to go to Essen. I want to go to UK Games Expo. 1000%. I need to go there at some point.
Yeah.
And I probably would have gone. So probably UK Games Expo, maybe even 2021 or 2020 or 2021, assuming that COVID didn't happen. Yeah. That was the plan. I was trying to go to different conventions and stuff, and I definitely would have done that, saved up for it and everything. But yeah, once COVID hit, it like messed up everything. Where I can't even go to my own conventions that are like near me, local or whatever.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So yeah, it's like set things back a lot, but I will at some point. Hopefully those conventions just keep growing and getting bigger and crazier by the time I get to go. Like,
yeah,
it keeps getting bigger and better. Juan says, just finished for my first game of Spirit Island with my 12, 14, and 16-year-olds. I was worried complexity would turn them away, but it didn't. Want to play again. Took 2.5 hours given teaching. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all.
That's awesome that you're playing with your children.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And
that they still want to play with you at those ages. That's awesome.
Yep. Awesome. Spirit Island is complex, but yeah, once you understand it, it's not too bad. But yeah, just learning it's a little bit.
But now you invested that 2.5 hours, so now you can just play and play and play. No.
Mark says, what are your thoughts on my father's work on Kickstarter? That's so funny. I was looking at the BGG. That's the other thing. The BGG hotness list. That's something when I go on BGG, I click the dashboard and I see them on the left. And sometimes I see games popping out at me and it's like, oh, that game's still hot, or that game I wanted, or oh, what's this new one? Sometimes I'll use that to find out about a game. And I did see my father's work was on there. And that's the one by Renegade Game Studios, right? Which the art and the graphics of the game and the table presence look very nice. Like, it looks very nice. But I don't know enough about the game other than that. I think I started reading about it.
Is it coming to Kickstarter? And we were talking about this yesterday.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't a release game yet. Let's see. Oh, we can look now. Because I looked at a few games at that same time. I want to make sure I'm not confused at which one I was looking at.
Oh, it's a higher complexity. You want to be... Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Where is it?
I just searched it.
Oh, there it is. Okay. My father's work. Yeah, it's #1 on the hotness list, which usually when a game just drops on Kickstarter, it shoots up at this hotness list, but then sometimes it'll disappear really fast. My Father's Work, 2021, 2 to 4 player. Oh, this is the thing. Yeah, best with four
Oh, yeah,
players.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know if that's true. Who put that in if nobody's played this game yet? It's literally one
One
person.
person.
Who is this person that's messing with this? Is it a person who like creates the game? Who's saying that? Because that's messy. That can scare people away. Especially during COVID times, people are really looking at 1 to 2 player games right now. Not many people are looking for 4 player games because they already have enough on their shelf they still need to play that they're trying to play before COVID. But yeah, 4 complexity out of 5. That's pretty good. But yeah, I like Renegade Game Studios for a publisher. They make nice stuff. But I just don't know about the game. Horror, worker placement. Oh, it's got game trays. That's instantly going to make people want to back it. So it's like
But when is this
high
going to
production values for
Kickstarter?
sure. I don't know. I don't know. Let's go to forums. Oh, it's got an app on Windows. Oh, it doesn't have an app on Windows probably, but people want it on Windows. So it's an app-driven game.
Oh, it's already live on Kickstarter right now.
Oh, okay. Go there. I wish there was like a link from here. Like I wish there was just like, oh, right here. Oh my God, big yellow button now. Wow, they didn't
Oh,
used to
they're
do that.
improving. They're
They
improving.
didn't used to do that. That's awesome. An epic Victorian mad scientist game enjoyed over the course of 3 generations.
Oh, I don't like this. Product will not be.
Yep, fear of missing out. Hardcore right on the top.
Oh, man.
Back us now. Come on. We want your money now.
Let's see how much.
That's the thing. I don't trust that it will never be at retail
Yeah.
because plans always change. Don't miss out on the best value. Yeah. Yeah, look at the art and the cards and stuff. Like, it just looks very nice.
Yeah, it does look nice.
Very good. Very well done. But I don't know.
It's 100 US for everything.
Oh,
That's the only pledge you can do.
for a worker placement game?
Yep. Expensive.
Oh,
Well,
that's
that's
a
probably another, what,
problem.
30 Canadian
How many
shipping.
times am I playing a worker placement game that it needs to be $100? Like, I don't know. I like certain worker placement games. I like playing them every now and then, but usually play them a few times back to back, even with the same group, and you kind of like figure them out. But there's more to it than that, I'm sure. There has to be more to it than that. Oh, 350 plus story events. Approximately 1 in, holy crap, chance of getting the same story twice. Also, there's a story to it.
We might need to look into it a little
Yeah,
more.
no,
We'll look into
yeah,
more that
okay.
it's
This is not just straight. That's the problem with Board Game Geek. It just tells you mechanics, worker placement. That's all I get, right? It's like, come on, there's got to be more to it.
reading also in the chat that we're talking about this. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
50-50. A couple people are saying it's a pass, and other people are saying, like Daniel's saying, the FOMO is strong for this one. Instant no buy for me.
Yeah, like what's so amazing about
Yeah.
it that, and why are they scared to put it in retail? Like, what is the thing that they're afraid that people won't buy it through a store? Or are they saying because they realize like board game stores are getting tanked right now because of COVID, they're like, why bother? Why bother? They don't want to give distribution or the local game store a cut of any of this game, so they just use Kickstarter, give Kickstarter a cut, and then they keep the rest.
The problem is this game looks like many of the games that it looks like a game we would love.
Yep.
So we
Yep.
just have to look a little
That's
more
the
into
problem.
this.
Explore the town. The town evolves as the storyline progresses. Your choices will affect the town. Is this like a Charterstone kind of idea?
Book reminds me of Sleeping
Each
Dogs.
scenario adds about 20 different Village Chronicle map pages. Yeah, Sleeping Gods map, right? Is this designed by that same designer or something? How do we know? How do we know who the designers are? I guess BGG,
Oh,
right?
I have it.
Let's go. Oh, BGG, hold on. Let's go here. Designer, TC Petty the Third. What are your linked games, bro? Okay, let's see. Club Zen. Never heard of it.
No.
Don't Get Eated. Never
Okay.
heard of it.
No.
Okay. Oh, yeah, these were guest designers.
Oh, I see, I see.
He had guest designers design different hostage negotiator packs. Show me where this guy made like an amazing game. Or girl. Or person, sorry. Viva Java? Thousands? Show me why people are throwing money at this other than production value. I don't see this person as designing anything of that scope here. So that's kind of scary. Yeah.
Yeah, I think backing this, we're taking anybody, us,
Yeah, that's the
anybody's
problem.
taking a huge risk, right? We
So,
don't know.
so they have a couple games that are like in the 2000s, which is not bad. But are anything on that kind of like level? Strategy game, 942, 30-minute playtime, weight 214. Has this person designed another 4-weight game? A 4 complexity plus game? Because that's the scary part. I've done this before when publishers have emailed me saying, Rob, you can like join this other YouTuber and play this super amazing, crazy game from this award-winning developer. And I said, okay, what's the game that they developed that they won an award for? And it's like some little tiny 3 cards, 4 dice in a little box that cost $12, sold in like one random language. And that's their award-winning game. And it's like they've never designed anything of this scope that you're showing me. Like the game looks like I might like it, but it does look very sketchy that I've never heard of you before, or this game, this designer. And I'm okay for new designers trying new things and getting popular, but don't come to me and tell me this guy's like got a big resume and then I look on BG and they don't have any games I've ever heard of that are of that weight or complexity. That scares me.
The other
But yeah.
thing on their Kickstarter page, it looks like they only have reviews and unboxings, like no gameplay at all that I can see.
Yeah, that's scary. But they got game trays though. You can put those game trays in there.
Well, I guess you can see the components in an unboxing and see if it's.
Yeah, that's scary when they're just trying to sell it based
But
on
again,
components.
this is likely prototype, right?
But
That people are
still,
unboxing.
you got a prototype, let people play your game.
Yeah.
And show me it played.
But this is just on the Kickstarter page. There may be
yeah.
things out there on YouTube. I just.
Oh, okay.
You think they would link a gameplay?
All right, show me the rules. Where's there a solo version? This is the problem. Here's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This right there. A lot of games lately, if I look at a game and someone tells me about a game and I see that it's mainly a competitive multiplayer game, which I believe that is also the Witcher game, is this competitive multiplayer by default. Okay. I'm pretty sure. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm excited about the Witcher game because of the theme, but it starts off as like you're just like competing Witchers trying to go fight monsters and stuff, trying to be the best Witcher. Okay, but they're also throwing in solo and co-op somehow. I think. But when it's an afterthought, that scares me. Okay, that scares me in today's landscape. People are looking for solo and co-op and 2-player games. You know, even if it's competitive, just being 2-player competitive is fine. This is competitive multiplayer, and somebody said it's best at 4. So these are red flags for me. These are red flags for me.
Oh, Doc says publishers confirmed no interest in developing any solo.
Oh, I see. Okay, there's no solo version because it would be an inferior experience. And we love dedicated solo games. We have a whole series built around it. Like, remember that Proving Grounds and Warp's Edge that we saw at Gen Con?
Yep.
Yeah. I do want to play Proving Grounds at one point. I don't know about Warp's Edge. If I can ever get it, I'll try it too. But Proving Grounds looked okay for a solo-only game. But yeah, anyways, I don't really need more competitive multiplayer games in my collection right now. I already have a pile I want to play more or open or play with other players that I can't even have play with me right now. Like some of them I will play with Mel, but some are better with more players at the table. And I have too many of those games piling up. So it's like, why do I want to back one now that, yeah, maybe when this delivers in 1.5 to 2 years, maybe I'll be like, oh, awesome. I now have people to play this with and at the perfect time. They've already come and started playing, which hopefully that will happen with vaccines and stuff, but who knows, right?
But again, this is a campaign story, like a longer game. If you can't play this solo and you're playing this with multiple players, you have to have them available multiple sessions, which is tough, right? For you and I, we can play 2-player, but to be able to coordinate, I mean, we were lucky with Kyle. He was able to come every Thursday for Lord of the Rings, but in some play groups, that might be hard to organize.
Yeah. When are they estimating delivery? February 2022 in certain countries.
Okay. So less than a year.
Yeah, but it will be more than that.
Yeah.
100%. It'll be end of 2022 at the earliest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm good right now. That's an expensive game taking a risk on an unknown developer or an unknown designer. Renegade Game Studios makes beautiful stuff.
Yeah, the game looks.
but doesn't mean the game plays great.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you want to put like $200 worth of hours into it.
Mhm.
I don't know.
And,
We'll see.
And why not bring it to retail? I don't
We'll see.
understand.
So, what are they saying? There's no videos that come.
Well,
Oh,
okay. So,
yeah, they've spent a ton of work on getting the components in a box and making it look pretty. That's why people are backing it. That's what they care about.
yeah, so I think the doc is saying the Man vs. Meeple one, I think, is actually maybe a playthrough. It's not labeled as a playthrough, so I didn't realize.
Okay.
And a lot of times they just do like review-ish
Yeah.
videos, so I wasn't sure, but the rest of them.
It's worker placement. Okay, straightforward. Put your dude down, get a resource. Okay. Perform experiments. So you try to probably trade those resources into scorecards and. No.
Dragon, I thought the same thing. Why is there a retail pledge? I guess so retailers can buy it and stock it. But
Yeah, so they're saying it won't go through regular distribution, but it might show up at a retailer store because they'll let retailers buy it through Kickstarter at a discount, totally bypassing distribution.
Yeah.
However, says game trades. Never mind, I'm backing. Yeah, no. Game trades don't make the game. They're just a nice have, but it's just like the miniature thing on Kickstarter. If you show a box full of components and plastic and stuff, you'll get more backers. That's just the thing. But this might be an amazing game. Don't get me wrong. This might be an amazing game. Yeah, this guy will just ramble on.
Well, it says review on it, so I was like,
okay.
review. Yeah, that one's a review.
He did play it. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll watch his.
And then, well, the Man vs. Meeple one, apparently that one, it wasn't listed as a playthrough, so I didn't maybe in there.
Okay. Okay.
And then this one's unboxing.
So we'll just put this to look into later.
Yeah.
We'll take a look at it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll look. I like worker placement games. I have no problem with app-driven games. It's just like, why is it so expensive and should it be? Is my fear.
When do we have till?
Because the problem with worker placement games, I like, you know, Paladins of the West Kingdom, Raiders of the North Sea, Champions of Midgard. Those are like my go-tos. Those games were all very reasonably priced, between like 40 and 60 Canadian even. You can get those for, and I've got many hours of them. I still want to play them. I don't even really need expansions for them except for Champions of Midgard. I feel like really needed it. But Raiders' expansions are good, but you don't need them. And it's a game I can pull out and play with different groups over and over again, teach them quickly, get the worker placement fix. And, you know, they still look beautiful. They're still great games, quality gameplay. So it's like, why do I need one that's going to be probably, this will cost me, you know, like close to 200 Canadian to get just the basic pledge shipped, conversion, you know, all the duties and stuff, whatever, to play a worker placement game that, you know, if it does have story and it's a campaign and I want to play it more, but I've stayed away from Charterstone because, hey, I had a group to play with, but it's just the idea of playing this game over and over again. Will I want to play it that much? An evolving game like that, like, I don't know, but I don't know.
Board Game Coffee.
Board Game Coffee is in London, Sakabra.
We met them.
Oh, we know Mark. We know those guys. Yeah, we know them.
Yeah, they're in London.
We met them at Origins. They're super nice. But yeah.
Well, I noted down I guess the other thing for us to consider is this Kickstarter ends on the 13th of May, where we also have Hop Lamachus, or the Chip Theory Kickstarter, that's happening on the 11th. So it's like where we'd have to kind of what's going on that way.
Anyways, holy. But yeah,
because we don't know how much the Kickstarter for Chip Theory is going to be yet, right?
No,
so
but it will not be cheap.
Those are some factors that we're going to
because just buying Cloudspire through, like, buying just the Cloudspire base set through their web store, getting it shipped to Canada, we looked, is like almost 200 Canadian dollars. It'll be a bit better now because the loonie, the dollar in Canada is going up a bit. It's above 80 cents now.
Okay.
So maybe that'll make it a little better, but yeah, we're still talking like a couple $100. So if I'm looking at backing Chip Theory's 2 products, am I looking at like around $300 maybe for all of this, plus all the extras they're gonna have in there? I'll be a sucker probably and want to get it all. We'll see.
This might just be.
We will see.
It just might be a no for that reason. Yeah. But we'll see. We'll look into it more.
Yeah. All right.
Still have a few more minutes.
Yeah, we still have a few more minutes.
I thought I saw before all this talk, there was some questions.
Yeah, and I'll start from the bottom and scroll up, see if we can grab a couple. Okay. Cynthia.
Oh,
Whoops.
wrong screen.
Let's go here. 100% Cynthia. I think UK
Yes.
Games Expo would actually be before Essen. I would go there first. I would go there first, actually.
I think there was a question too, which is just very, very simple. Have we ever been to Europe? The answer is no.
No.
But we would love
I haven't
to.
left the continent.
Funny story. I've never been on a plane. So if I can drive there, I've been there. I've never been on a plane. So one day.
Yep. Bet the first time I go to Europe, it's going to be to go to board gaming conventions.
Fine.
Sure.
That's fine. We can do that.
Not to see the history or any museums or, you know, the culture, anything like that. No. Take me to the games.
Yes.
And the players. Let's go. Let's go. Lisa, we're doing the giveaway closes in like 3 minutes, and then I'll try to figure out. It's my first time using that service, so we're gonna draw the winners live for the Hexplore It giveaway. So for those that joined in late, you have like a couple minutes to enter. It's probably too late to do it, but
You might be able to still open.
yeah, here's the link for anyone who is interested in winning a copy of Hexplore It, Volume 4. I just dropped a link in the live chat, and check actually. Hey Tony, welcome back.
Hello.
Welcome back. You have 115 seconds. Go.
Oh.
But with the delay, you have like a minute and a half.
Oh yes.
But yeah, there is. Let me refresh. See how many new entries we've had since the stream's on. Okay, we're over 900 entries.
Nice.
So you just need to go to this page. You put in your email, first name, last name, and then if you want to get some extra entries, you can just click this crap here, and it'll give you some extra entries. But the main thing, get that first name, last name, and email entered to at least get entered in it at least once. And then there's other ways to get bonus entries. I should have said it again a few minutes ago, but I forgot. But we talked about it at the start of the stream. Really, if you weren't there for the playthrough of Hexplore It, too bad on you. Too bad on you. But it's, yeah, we'll be drawing 3 winners live in a couple minutes. I'll try to figure that out, how to do it. I will not show any of your information on screen. I've figured out I should be able to do it on a different screen. Refresh this page, and you should be able to see the winners on here once I make them live or whatever, and I'll be doing a random draw. But yeah, thanks again to the publisher of Hexplore It, Jonathan Mariucci, for hooking us up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Being able to give away 3 winners. And this game is currently on GameFound, which I should also go to that, which I can, I think, by clicking on this. So if you're curious, oh yeah, so yeah, they'll ask you, even if you click on one of these things, it'll say put in your email to enter. But let me just go there. GameFound. Sorry, yeah. So if you go to GameFound, if you're curious about this game, I'll eat your cookies. All right, so you go to GameFound, and here it is at the top. This is Hexplore. It's going on for another week, 6 days left in the campaign. So if you didn't win, you can go over there and back it, those who are holding out. You have some days to decide. You can go watch our playthrough, live stream playthrough. We discuss the game, how it works, play through it fully. We had Jonathan there answering questions, the designer. There's lots of videos on this page and stuff. And man, GameFound with this whole system on the left side here.
Oh, it's so awesome.
You can just quickly want to know something. You can just, oh, I want to know about the expansion add-on. Boom. Here we go. Yeah, you can see video playthroughs and all this stuff here. See some of our videos there. That's cool. Yeah. It's all here. So if you want to know about this game, we played through many of these volumes on the channel. This is the newest edition. And yeah, you'll get a blood collector pledge is what we'll be drawing for. So you'll get the base game, the expansion, and the living card deck, all included in your prize.
Nice.
Daniel says, I managed to get 4 last-second entries.
Nice.
Okay, so
nice.
it should be closed.
I'm so excited for you, for everyone.
Oh, it ended. Look, this is my first time using this, so bear with us. We're doing this live here. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's draw this. For those that are interested, also, just before we start drawing and you find out you lose and then you leave, we're back live in an hour at 1 p.m. So we're going to end this stream after we draw our winners. And then we are back in an hour to play a Cloudspire skirmish, same that we did last Saturday, but a different scenario, a mission control one. where we're fighting over different objectives. We're playing a tower defense scenario, which is literally, oh, it looks cool.
It looks super cool.
We haven't played it yet, but we'll be playing it today live, 1 p.m. Eastern, in an hour on the channel. So you can come hang out with us. We'll be playing all afternoon, and we're back tomorrow with more Arkham Horror. So let's do this here. Trying to delay more just to take people off.
No, you got to build the anticipation, build the excitement.
All right, so competition has ended.
Good luck, everyone.
So I'm gonna go on the back end in a different browser here that I'm logged into this website. Refresh it. I don't want anyone's information given away, so I'm doing it kind of hidden, but it's not to be sketchy. I'm not picking manual. I'm doing the draw random here. Okay, so I click on finished. It's also my first time doing this. So it looks like it says 223 users, which I'm assuming that's how many people entered total, but have a total of 926 entries.
Yeah, because you could have multiple. That's awesome.
So yeah.
So
223 is not bad.
Yeah,
3 out of 223.
Odds, right?
That's pretty good.
That's good.
I hope it's some people we know, not just randos who like found the video, because I wasn't really sharing it anywhere. I don't know if people shared it with others or anything, but I was hoping it was just like the people who watched the channel and like, you know.
Yeah.
Because Jonathan said, give it out to your community kind of however you want. So I was like, let's just do kind of keep it to those who tuned into that stream and who came to the channel would know about it. And even those who tune into Q&A. You guys, I know you follow the channel and stuff.
Yeah.
No one's going to randomly find this out. It'll already be closed. So I click on the giveaway. Then I click on winners tab. All right, it says, no, we do not automatically contact winners. Oh, no. Any queries about drawing winners? See our drawing winners docs, which I already opened and read. So what will happen is I can announce the winners, and I think it shows up on the page like this, kind of, where you guys will be able to refresh that link, and it should show them like this. It won't show your last name. It says it'll only show first name and last letter, but no email or anything like that. But I will send the email to Jonathan over at Hexplore It. I'll email you letting you know you won too if you're not here, or even if you're here, and I'll give you the email to also contact Hexplore It, the email you need to contact, and then he'll work with you to get your GameFound account. If you don't have one, you need to set one up, and then he'll work with you to get you the game in your account and cover the costs and all that stuff. But that won't be me. I don't do that stuff. All right. These are invalid actions. Clear them. Okay. Yep. Delete all invalid actions. Sure. What that means? Someone is like hacking or something? I don't know. All right. Drawing winners is now enabled. Draw winners. Okay. I'm drawing 3 winners for the domain of Mirza Noxus. No, I'm not allowing repeat winners, and I'm not picking a date range, so I don't care when you entered. You are good. Okay. Oh, now it's a 222 potential users. So there was one user that was probably not a human or something, and it's been cleared out. So 222. I'm gonna click the draw button. You guys can't see this. I'm sorry. Just don't want to give away anyone's info by accident. Clicked it. Draw. Oh, it's drawing. 10%, 100%. Okay, yeah, it does show information. I definitely don't want to show this screen, but hold on. I'm gonna
announce when. The announcement.
Yeah, I'm going to click Announce Winners in Widget, which should, at that link that I shared in the chat, I'll share it again in a sec. I'm going to announce winners in there. Are you sure you want to announce the winners? No, I changed my mind. Well, there's a Canadian winner and then 2 USA winners. Sorry, Canadians. I didn't rig it, obviously. No, I'm just joking. All right, so if I go to the page, I refresh it. Refresh. There you go.
There's
Boom.
our winners.
There's our winners. So James R, Michael W, and Scott T.
Congratulations.
I don't know what the numbers are for. I guess that's entry number.
Yeah.
So 421, entry 762, and entry 480. You're the winners.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, no European winners. I don't want to say where they're exactly, but
can you see that?
Yeah, well, it does. If I don't know how or if you put that in or not, but I don't know if it's real either. But
are any of these people here? That would be so awesome. If you are, if you're not, we will.
Well, if a James R, like a different James R, a different Scott T, because it won't show last names.
Yeah, true.
I can see.
Also, their names might be different than their
YouTube. True. I can say names, I think. James Rawl, Michael Ware, and Scott Tebow. Or Tebow? Scott Tebow? Congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, and it shows your entry that won. For those who are curious, James won by the clicking visit Rob's Gaming Table on Facebook. That specific entry won it for him. Michael W, he clicked the visit domain Mirrors and Oxus on GameFound. That was his winning entry. And Scott's visiting Rob's Gaming Table on YouTube was his winning entry.
That's cool that they were all different.
So yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, I see that you can.
That's so cool.
Okay, that is cool.
There wasn't a button I could click to like blur all the information out and still draw it live without showing that stuff on screen, you know? But I guess the best way is just using this page here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely use this thing again for sure. It worked pretty good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations to all three of you.
Yes, congratulations. Thank you for entering everyone else. Now those who lost, you can go back the game now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You still have to spend the money to back the game. I know you were going to anyway. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, thank you so much for entering. Thanks again to Jonathan over at Hexplore It for letting us do this, giving out games to our community. I think it's really awesome. Don't thank us. It's not us. Like, yeah, I did a little bit of work to figure out this stuff, but thanks again to Jonathan for just saying, like, you know, he loves the way we play the games on the channel, and, you know, he's always been cool, trying to, like, you know, he wanted to, like, kind of give back to our community, so he's like, whatever I can do. And I was just like, I don't know, you tell me, like, and yeah, he's just like, here, give away some games, so. Daniel says, well, already backed the game, not much of a loss for me. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I know some people would back it, and if you already backed it, I think Jonathan would have just like credited your account anyway to just cover the cost of it. So I'll send these winners emails today and or tomorrow, maybe today if I have time, but if not tomorrow, I'll email you as winners so you'll know for sure. So hopefully your email is accurate. If it's not, I'll draw different winners or whatever I have to do to find new winners. But you'll get an email if you are a winner. And then I'll send it to Jonathan, and we'll give a certain amount of time. If you don't respond, I'll get new winners too. So these winners maybe don't follow through, maybe, you know, maybe change their mind, or, you know, don't get their information in time. You know, we'll see. But we'll see. Tara says, well, back to another Rob's video. Tara, we're back with another Cloudspire playthrough in about 50 minutes. But yes, feel free to watch. Feel free to watch a video until then. No, I'm just joking. Thank you, Tara, for the support. You're amazing. Anyone else say anything here? Go back to this one. Jess had a question. I don't know if anyone answered it. I'm just scrolling quickly, but anyone play Waste Nights? Any good? Never played it. I don't know if anyone in the chat answered you already, Jess, but if they didn't, if anyone has any comments on that one. Daniel's comments on that, I think on that game, my father's work. Nothing here. Lipstick on a pig. That's the feeling I get, but I could be wrong. Frederick's saying Warp's Edge is great, and so is Proving Grounds, but it's completely different without room for AP. Oh, okay. I do want to check both those games out. Sorry, Dragon. I told you, even though you sent me bribes with your entries, there was no way I could control who I picked. It was all randomized. There was no button to say, you know, pick those who slid you the most money with their ballot. It didn't work, so I'm sorry.
So Dressy Plays had a mix-up with the YouTube time on his end, or their end, sorry, and asked, are we still taking questions? You can put it in there quick, and if it's a quick one, maybe
we're going to wrap it up in like the next couple minutes, because we do have to set up our Cloudspire stream, which is starting in like 45 minutes, and I need to eat some foods too. But
you can throw it in there if it's a quick one. Maybe we can see if we can answer it.
Yeah, Drazi, I guess we can answer your question now, of course. Yeah, yeah.
If it's a long one, we might have to save it for next
Yeah,
one.
I'm just looking through the press chat to see if anything popped up that I want to mention or make notes of before we did the drawing, because I didn't get through it all. Hans is asking, Rob, do you have a favorite game designer? Early in the hobby, it was Eric Lang. Now, he's still great, but having his name on a product doesn't have the same weight, because when Kaman hired him to be in charge of a game development department, and he was just kind of watching over and helping developers, they were still slapping his name on games even when he wasn't the main designer. So that was kind of like a marketing thing, and it kind of scared me away a little bit. But because he was like the guy who created Game of Thrones, the card game, like the original design for FFG, anything his name was on. But another one is also an actual FFG employee is Nate French. Nate French, for all his work on coming up with Lord of the Rings living card game, that whole design, which eventually evolved into Arkham Horror, the card game. Just Nate French is behind the scenes, basically has a hand in every card product that comes out of FFG. So anything Nate French has his hands in, I love his design philosophies and stuff. If you ever go find Nate French talking about design on a podcast, or if you can get his ear at a convention, just listen to this guy talk. The way he approaches it and stuff, it's very fascinating. But I do like when he's involved in anything. But those are basically like, those loves came from their design of card games. But board game wise, I don't know. Oh. I don't really buy games based on the designer. I find games I love, and then I find out who the designer is, and then it interests me when they make other things. But for example, like Gloomhaven, right? Biggest, hottest game, top on BGG. Isaac's the designer, but it's because Isaac designs a game, that doesn't mean anything to me, because he's made some stinkers. Everyone's made some stinkers, right?
Yeah.
So just because they have their name on the next game doesn't mean I'm like, oh, that designer's on it, I'm in. But there are some where Eric Lang, I'll take a closer look at. Also, Eric used to live in Toronto and used to play test with a bunch of people that we played board games with weekly and stuff. So it was kind of cool talking to some of them about, giving us hints at what they were play testing at his house, and kind of getting ideas of what games we need to watch out for and things. It was really cool. But now he doesn't. I think and we don't see those people anymore because we don't go to board game stores to play games. But
we're not allowed.
Yeah, but I was always interested. Let's see. I love your content already. Join the channel here on YouTube. Can I still join Patreon for extra support? Or is there a way it would make more sense? Razzie, I'm never going to tell you what to do, but in theory, there are quite a few of them. Basically, I think like 50% of our YouTube members were already Patreons in advance. And the crazy part is, and they always ask me to make higher tiers on Patreon, and I refuse. I just don't want to do it. I don't know. Because I don't know what kind of rewards I would offer at that tier, and I don't want to just make the tier to have the tier. But one day I might. But on Patreon, they figured out somebody did it and then told me you could edit your pledge on Patreon, and you can join at the producer. But Patreon allows you to then, once you've joined, you can edit the amount you're pledging, which there's so many here. You guys are way too kind. You don't need to do it. And there's some of them that up their pledge, when things are going good, and I understand. Jobs change, finances change, all that stuff. I don't want anyone to be in debt who are supporting the channel. So if you leave from back in the channel or change or drop your pledge tier and all that stuff, go nuts. It doesn't offend me at all. I'm happy if you're still hanging out. But there are some that support us on both, and there are some that support us on one, and they back us a lot. So that's why I don't ask for donations a lot. I just say, if you want to support us, the information's there. But we're doing okay. So but it's thanks to you guys. Obviously, there's room. Like, I'd be backing more Kickstarters. Obviously, the more I still am trying to be careful because it's not all my money. Like, you guys are supporting us. I'm being smart with your money too. Like, I'm very careful. I still do the same research as if I was spending my money when I buy equipment. If I'm doing anything with it, buying games, backing Kickstarters, I still treat it just as if it was my money, and I try to put the best games I can find on the channel in most cases. But yes, you can support us on anything, and both at the same time. It doesn't break the Patreon into Discord or the YouTube into Discord at all.
Yep.
But yeah, YouTube I don't think gives you a way to modify your pledge to create it higher. So Patreon has that advantage of being able to go on Patreon and you can be like, you know what, this month I want to give Rob $7.72. But this month things aren't going great. I want to drop it, you know, or I want to do whatever. Which I love that flexibility, and I love it. People use it every month. It's crazy.
And people also use the yearly function where you can
Yeah.
pay for the year, and YouTube doesn't do that either. But
yeah, maybe I'll invest in a real coffee shop we can stream. I mean, this is totally a real coffee shop we're streaming in.
yeah.
But yeah.
But then I guess that pulls into his next question.
Oh, and also, do you put the same polls on Patreon for YouTube producers? So here's the issue. I haven't done a poll in a couple weeks for sure, but the polls work different on YouTube, I learned after the fact.
Yeah.
So Patreon allows me to put up to 20 entries in, and I can limit it what tier sees it and all this stuff. YouTube does the limitation where I can put it so members only vote, but they only allow 5 entries or 3 entries or something. 5?
Yeah.
Which is not great.
For some things, it's not.
Yeah, which stinks. So I have to find a way of doing polls on both platforms that are smaller. Oh, Camille, thank you so much for becoming a Patreon, probably, for pledging on Patreon. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.
Thank you.
Is what I should be saying. Thank you.
Thank you.
But the poll thing on YouTube, yes, I'll put polls on YouTube and I will keep trying to do it and keep trying them similar. But now I know the last poll I did, we needed 20 entries. And then I had to kind of let Patreon vote on it, slim it down to a few results, and then I put that on YouTube to allow the members to vote on that to kind of shrink it down and find out who the real winner is.
And have the final.
But what I want to do, I think going forward, I have to now limit my polls to like 5 options on both platforms and then just total them up manually at the end. Or I could just do different polls on each and see, but that's the idea.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's the other thing, when you guys are asking about what games to play, I might do that this week too, actually. I may put up a poll to actually pick which solo game I work on next. Or play on the channel next. There are other games I might be able to play first, but Drazzy, thank you so much.
Thank you, Drazzy.
So Drazzy is now also one of the people who supports the channel through YouTube and through Patreon. So I created them as alternatives. But yeah, some people just do both.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it. It's your choice. You do whatever. I'm good either way. I don't care which one you use or whatever. But more options I think is better for people.
Yeah.
So.
And the main thing, Discord, you can get in through either option.
Yeah.
Whatever you like.
So Drazzy should already be in there though.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just have to link. That's the thing. Make a huge thing. Make sure you link your Discord account with YouTube or with Patreon, whichever one you're involved with. As long as you link it with one of those, you'll get automatically pulled in. But you have to link Discord with YouTube or Patreon. I can't do that for you. That has to be done.
Yeah.
What was that one?
That one was a member.
Another thing fly.
That was a member.
Was a member one?
Yep. Just you can.
Oh, it's in the chat?
Yeah, because the member. Just scroll. Oh, there you
go. Ghost N, thank you so much for becoming a producer. Cool. Yeah, that's cool.
And also has a comment that says, "Oh, you guys seem so chill to play with." Oh, I can't say.
Oh, sorry.
Nope, that's okay. If I lived near Canada, I definitely want to play.
Agreed.
Awesome.
Yes,
Thank
agreed.
you.
We need to. Where are you from, Jost? If I'm saying that right, or Juiced? Jost? Probably saying it wrong. Anyway, I say it. I'm probably saying it wrong.
And Jess got into the Discord, so that's good. Jess was our member from before, so that's awesome.
Awesome. Netherlands. Oh, okay,
cool.
Oh,
awesome. You are awesome.
Yeah, get out of here.
You guys
We're
are
not awesome.
Thank you guys so much for the support. You guys are all awesome.
Just sounds like toast with a J. Jost. Okay.
Okay.
I think I said it that way first, but maybe I didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're second guessing yourself.
Jost. Yes. It's hard when I read. It's like I don't know how to pronounce things in my own language even. Like sometimes when I see names I've never seen before, I feel bad. I feel bad saying them. Sometimes I'm like afraid. All right. So I think we're gonna get out of here. I think. Sorry if we missed any questions. We'll do more of these for sure. We'll be back in about a month. We'll do another Q&A. It'll be longer probably. This one I just want to keep short because we did want to play Cloud Square this weekend. Then I realized also the giveaway was closing. So I was like, let's just do all of it together. on the same day. So hopefully it's not too long today, but we'll see.
But for anybody that still wants to hang out with us, we will be back in about half an hour.
Yeah. We'll be back.
So
We will talk about stuff, but we might try to keep it more on topic with the Cloudspire, chip theory, but we can talk about random things, but we try to keep that focused on the Q&As so that people who later on YouTube find those videos aren't just sitting there listening to us answer questions for like a whole stream, and try to keep it to the beginning and the end of the stream. So if you want to watch us play Cloudspire live, 2-player Mel versus myself in a tower defense custom skirmish kind of thing, that's starting in like 40-ish minutes or less, and we'll be back, and then we're back tomorrow with Arkham Horror, continuing our playthrough of Arkham Horror, Arkham Horror, the card game, the living card game. We're playing a campaign. We're back playing that tomorrow. You can find all the games we play on the channel, those who are new to the channel, in the playlist section. I recommend going there. You can see all the games we've been playing through over the years, any campaign games, legacy games, story games, light games, heavy games, medium games, whatever, solo, multiplayer, whatever, tons of different stuff. But basically games we've kind of approved and want to show off on the channel, most of them. Some of them, a lot of them over the last year or so are from you guys recommending games we should look at, maybe even games I passed on before that I did a second look at because of you guys. And some of them are games you guys sent us to play on the channel, which I don't know how much we're going to do that anymore, but we'll see in the future about that. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. We're gonna get out of here. Thank you all for the support.
yes, thank you so much.
Even thank you just for those hanging out and watching. You don't need to financially support us, but we do appreciate those who do, because without you, we wouldn't be getting the games and those kind of things and being able to, get whatever games we want and talk trash about publishers and whatever that we feel like if they put out crappy products, because we don't need to have them paying us to tell you guys about their games, so which is pretty cool. But we do appreciate it. Thank you all for hanging out. We'll see you in the next stream very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.